everybody on the show today. I'm talking about 3 myths that most people have about creating their signature talk. They're keeping some of you from stepping out front and really using your voice and leveraging speaking in your business so that you can have a bigger impact and bigger influence. So let's talk about these myths and get them out of the way. Yes? Okay.
Hey movers, it's Sally Z with Be Moved. Let's go create some talks that will move this world. We're going to talk with amazing speakers, share tips, tricks, resources, and we are going to be moved so that our audience can be moved. This moved me. What is moving you?
Well, hello, everybody. If you don't know me, my name is Sally Z, and I'm your virtual speaker coach, and I help purpose-driven entrepreneurs and change makers like you leverage speaking in your business so that you can step out stage with more courage and clarity and finally leave self-doubt and obscurity in the dust. Because I really believe the world needs your voice. You in particular have something to offer the world. And if you know it and you act on it, big things can happen. But that is really the thing, right? You have to actually act on it. And I can't tell you how many people come to me and they're curious and they're interested, but they're like, oh, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I have what it takes. I don't have a lot of clarity and I'm just not sure. And there's just swimming in very understandable self-doubt. So let's talk about some of these myths around signature talk so that they are not part of what's holding you back. There might be some other things holding you back, and we'll tackle that too. But these 3 myths should not be any of them because they're not really true. They're based on complete baloney. That is the truth. So if you're new to me here on the podcast or here on YouTube, I'd love for you to hit subscribe so that you can keep up with me. I publish shows weekly, and it's all about empowering you with what you need to finally step out front and use your voice and leverage speaking in your business. I really believe that a good talk can move the world. Yes, it can. I felt it. I've been there. I've seen it. And you probably have too. You've probably been sitting in the audience thinking like, whoo, and you don't see things the same after that. That's what I am all about. And if that is what you want to do, then I'd love for you to hang with me here on the show or over on YouTube. Hit subscribe and come along on the journey with us. And of course, hop in the comments and say hello because I'd love to meet new people. It's a pandemic and I miss people and I'd love to be your friend. I'm not kidding. I would like to be your friend. That just sounded sad and desperate. So let's dive into these 3 myths that might be holding you back from creating your signature talk. Now, the first thing that I want to make sure you understand is that your signature talk does not have to cover everything. In fact, please don't let it cover everything. That's not a good talk. We've talked about this a little bit, and it's really important. That is a myth. You want it to really say one particular thing, which is a very difficult challenge, but worthwhile because when you can be clear about your one thing, people begin to know you for that one thing. So we might feel a little overwhelmed at the beginning about what do I talk about and how do I even know what to talk about? Well, as a part of my Signature Talk Studio program, there's this whole on-ramp about helping you get clear enough to begin. In fact, I just finished a 5-day challenge all about this. I can put some information in the description for you about it so that the next time I open up the 5-day challenge that helps us get clear on what it is we want to talk about, you come in and take advantage of that because it's awesome and super powerful and will help you get ready. The second myth I really want to clear up about signature talks is that once you've created your signature talk, it doesn't mean that you rinse and repeat the exact same talk every single time. Now, 85% of it is going to be the same every time, but every context is different. Every audience is different. Every space is different. Every need of those particular people in this particular moment is different. Your mood is different. What you've just been experiencing in your life is different. The world is changing rapidly. And so it's really important that we adjust our talk to the specific context of the moment. But one of the reasons we create a signature talk is so we don't have to scramble and panic and start over every single time. No, we don't want to do that. We want this to be a time-saving tool that is in our back pocket that we can pull out and use, that's scalable and repeatable. 85% of it is going to be repeatable. 15%, right? That is the math, right? 80. Yes. 15% is going to, oh my gosh, the lighting got just super crazy there. How about this? 15% is going to be different every time. And you want that because then you can be responsive to the people in the moment. So let's not overcomplicate this. Let's create something that you can use, but also know that, and I think this is a really good thing, it's going to be nimble enough for you to use in all kinds of different ways and be very responsive to the people in the room. I would never advocate for you saying word for word the exact same thing every time. That's not very authentic. But we want something that is flexible enough that can work with us in all kinds of different contexts. Your signature talk can do that. Okay, now what I'm realizing is this myth may be something that you're like, how is this going to help me take action? A myth that we tend to have around signature talks is that once you create it, you're done. Like it's done forever and you don't have to ever do it again. I'm sorry to say that that is actually not true. Once you create it, it's mostly done, but it's going to evolve and change with you. It's a circular process more than it is a linear one. So you write and create and you edit and you craft and you deliver and then you get feedback and then you write and create and edit and craft and you perform it and then you get feedback and then you write and create and you edit and craft and get feedback and write and create, edit, craft, perform, feedback, and then you keep going. So that may not be what you want to hear right now, but I think it's important because the people who finish and go, done, it was a lot of work and I just want to be done with it, they don't develop as speakers, and an audience can sense that. It's just a part of our development and our growth as speakers and as leaders to continue to evolve and iterate our talks. Now, my hope is that these 3 myths lower the bar a little bit for you in terms of this intention and wish and hope, which is to step up front as a speaker and a leader and a thought leader. Well, if you know that it doesn't have to cover everything and that it doesn't have to be the exact same talk every time, that you are going to adjust it for the moment, and that it is a continuous process, my hope is that you are stepping into the process of creating a signature talk by learning that process. When you learn the process of finding clarity, when you learn the process of editing and creating and crafting and getting feedback and then going back at it again, then you are transforming the way you approach public speaking. And once you do that, big stuff is about to happen for you. Okay, if this has intrigued you at all, if you want to step out front and create your signature talk, I want to invite you into 2 big opportunities. We've got a few days left of the Wow Worthy Masterclass where I share the 5 behind the scenes secrets to creating a wow worthy signature talk. Not just like a checkbox done, it's fine, but a wow worthy. And then secondly, I want to make sure you see this one. It's hard. That bottom link. I want to make sure you see that bottom link because that is your invitation into the Signature Talk Studio program. It is open through October 29th at midnight Central Time. So 11:59 p.m. on the 29th. And I want to see you in the course. If you're watching this video right now, then you know how important a signature talk can be. And you just need to take the step to make it a reality. I'll help you get there. All right, that's it for me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I will be back here next week with more tips and inspiration and insight to help you create a talk that will move the world. Forehead wrinkles are really in action today.